And we are on YouTube again. Hey guys, Osvaldo again with these brave guys because it's Friday. Norberto, João, and Gama. We are here to talk about creative. It's the subject that we are going to talk about today. But before that, it's important some advice if you are watching us on YouTube and you don't know how Talk and Talk works. So here is a platform that you can learn some of the most important languages in the world, like Italian, Spanish, French, and English for a while, but you always can check on the Talk and Talk website all available languages to study and practice. The most important thing here is to practice. These immersions is the most interesting thing in this platform, in my opinion, because here is a safe place to practice, and we avoid to correct anyone because anyone here is teacher. It was a little bit strange for me when I start to study here, but I've realized that is a good way to learn, and we believe in our growing up in community, you know. So, like I said, we have some questions to help guide us in these conversations, but it's not necessary to answer anyone. And it's important to emphasize that I'm a student, like all of us here. And yeah, that's it, guys. Let's start. I'd like to start with our traditional presentation. Norbert, could you introduce yourself for us, please?
Okay. Hi, everyone. Good morning. How are you? My name is Norberto. I'm 50 years old. I live in Sertãozinho, in Count Sardins, state of São Paulo. I'm married. I have a son, Pedro, who is 11 years old. So I work as a software developer for SAP systems. I work from home. I have been talking talk since 2024, and I do English immersion class every weekdays. Um, I have a basic in English level, and I want to improve daily with the help of talking talk immersions. I want to learn English so I can use it when traveling and at work. Um, so I like going to the gym. I like riding a bike. I would like traveling and knowing about new places, new cultures, and people. I I don't have pets, and in my free time, I like watching TV series and movies, walk in the park, um, and washing my car. It's a pleasure for me.
Washing your car.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I hate to wash a
It's
car,
a
you know? Um,
it's a therapy.
wow,
So yeah, that's it about me. Thanks a lot. Nice to meet you.
welcome. And you are the right place to improve your and our language. Like I said, when I start here, I didn't like to study English, to be honest. But along the time, I realized that it was cool the way that I was learning. It's interesting. Thank you, Norberto. João, your turn, please.
Of course. Well, I am software developer. I'm from Rio de Janeiro, but have been living in Portugal for 3 years. I am 53. I am married. I have two sons. Uh, as teenager. Well, uh, they are teenager. Well, I love travel. To travel, I love watch TV series and movies, series or extreme. Okay, streaming videos. Okay, uh, I love going to the theater. I'm today I'm working in an international project in the international company. Very that that's it is a big challenge to me because I need to talk about my job with different people from different countries. Interesting because we realize about like different cultures, think or habits different like us, Brazilian people. Okay. Well, for the moment, that's it. Thank you.
Welcome. I'm so curious about to work with people around the world, to be honest, because when I spend some time to talk a little bit with these people in some Discord channels, for example, public Discord channels to practice English, I always learn interesting thing, different thing. And during these conversations, I've met
Oh,
Chinese thing, for
well,
example. Okay, okay, go ahead.
one thing about that, okay? I realize about different cultures. Um I will use an example. When I talk about with Albanian guy, that man used the uh, uh, any words specifically, okay,
Okay, okay,
in your talking, okay,
okay, okay.
to talk to me. Well, when I speak English or UK, oh, different words. Interesting because that you need receive and accept and understand about different kind of communication. Very important, but
About the
interesting
same thing.
because yes, increase our vocabulary. Uh,
Interesting.
and, yes, we need increase by power.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yes, but like that, man, incredible. Today, to me, recently, before yesterday, I need interview to new project in
Okay.
English with Philippine man and
Oh,
Indian
okay.
man. Yes.
Wow.
Well,
Indian
yes,
accent.
we need talk to them, but in meeting there was another Brazilian people. That man
Oh,
worked in this project. He helped me to talk to them because
okay.
sometimes my accent
Was different.
sometimes yes. They has a difficulty to understand me. Then
Yeah,
that my colleague, Brazilian colleague, helped me that. But always I speak only English. Then
okay.
sometimes we need to change topics, but we continue. I continue only English. Then
Okay.
but I realize my accent is a problem. Okay, my colleague,
Yeah,
Brazilian colleague, told me after the meeting, no, you speak very well, but they has a difficulty because your accent. Okay, yeah, like that.
in my perspective, it's not a problem. It's so different, only different. We have
Yes,
a way to speak, and another regions that another way, you know. So it's okay, in my opinion. We need just to try to understand better each others, you know. It's not
Yes,
a problem for me.
speed, sometimes
Yeah,
pronunciation, very
yeah,
little bit different, but it change understanding in English. I know
yeah,
that, okay? But I realize about Indian English in apps or websites, Indian English specifically different USA English.
yeah.
Then to me, like Indian English, like a dialecto. I don't know in
Okay,
English, a dialecto. Okay,
yeah. Okay,
okay,
I'm
but that
sorry.
that's it. No, no, go ahead, man.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
sorry. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry to interrupt you
Only
because
only observation about this curiosity. I love.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I'm
go
sorry
ahead.
to interrupt you because
Yeah,
the
no, I
time,
know. I know time.
unfortunately.
Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and Gama, please don't sleep, guys. Go, your turn now.
Okay, hey guys, I think everyone know here knows me. Um, I'm Johan, so you can call me Gomangma. 27 years old. I am from Sergipe. I live in the city of Socorro. It's near of the capital. Where I live, it's 10 minutes from the capital, I think so. Um,
Wow, great.
and I like to go to the beach. Out that I can with my friends. I like go out with friends. Uh, I play guitar in my free time. Sometimes when I can, I hiking with friends. I go hike in mountains. I like to stay close to nature. It's something good for me. Yeah, I think that's it
So
about me.
when will you go to the Everest?
I don't know. It's a different nature there.
Different, you are great, man. You are great. Okay. Well, guys, because the time I'm going to skip my presentation, you know, let's move on directly to the question. Question number one. João, could you read an answer for us, please? I don't know. I think, yeah, your image is freezing. It's freezed. Freezing. I think João was done. We
I,
in
I will.
oh, okay, you're here. Okay, okay, it's working now.
Yes, I will change my internet because yes, complicated.
Ah,
Now,
okay,
can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
perfectly,
Yeah, is okay?
perfectly. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, it's
okay.
okay.
My okay. I changed because I changed it because that yes, like okay. First one. If people didn't fear failure, do you think they would be more creative? Why or why not? Man, I believe yes. The all people all, almost okay will be more creative. I believe that. One thing during the movie, I think about one thing. The human being only animal in Earth creatively because
Yeah,
monkey doesn't and
yeah,
dog
yeah, yeah,
doesn't. Interesting because when we found people, no human being like an animal. Mm, doesn't exactly doesn't that man. We has a to me divine skill will be creative. Very interesting because that I don't I don't think about it. But during movie, wow, my mind open. Bro,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
interesting that man. It's a very good.
Eh,
Okay, yes, I believe I that the fear block a lot we we human being. Okay,
Yeah, and I
like
don't
that.
know about you, but I like to listen different language from children, you know. I like this accent, you know.
Mhm.
And okay, thank you, João. Gama, what do you think? Do you agree or disagree with this sentence?
Um, it's number one, yeah.
Yeah, question number one.
I think the fear most of times could stay with us. But we need to try with it. The fear sometimes could be just to something for because the comfort zone or don't or something for insurance us uh about money or and whatever. But I think to be create it's important and exercise our mind, our brain. And so sometimes it could be could have risk in it. Okay, but I think it's important always to try about what we want to do. I think it's important because sometimes we think if I have done it,
Yeah.
it's better to try sometimes what to have it in mind if I have done. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. To do creative things, it's a hard task for us sometimes.
sometimes it's a hard task.
Yeah, we used to do the things the way that we know about that. We don't used to try to do the same thing with different way, you know? Yeah, that's it. And for you, Norbert?
So, guys, for now, I will read all my answers,
Don't
okay?
worry, feel free.
So, about question number one, yes, I think people would be more creative if they did not fear failure. When we are not afraid of making mistakes, we can try new things and think outside the box. Fear can stop us from being creative because we worry about the result. I think that often failure is part of the process and we learn how to do things wrong. So we correct the mistakes in a new attempt until we get it right. Great creators didn't get it right the first time. They just didn't give up trying to improve and keep trying.
Perfect. I believe that. I think, and I would add that the success people used to fail in the past to get success in current moment on in the future, you know, because that, for
Yeah.
example, I've tried to build some business. I've broken one of them in different industries. Some of them wasn't related technology. Another ones was related that. So I think learning uh, to be thinking. Well, let try to change to be conscious about learning process is the most important thing, in my opinion. It's important to make mistake and fix that and try again and keep going, you know. It's my way to see these things. And of course, if the people didn't fear failure, for sure, they would try different things. I think this behavior is related as with we try to be involved in some communities as humans. So is another um, reason to avoid to make mistake. Let me see. Yeah, that's it, guys. I think it's all for a while. It's my answer. Let's move on to the next question. Gama, could you read an answer for us? Question number 2.
Okay. What does creativity mean to you? And how do you express it in your daily life? I think it's when we think about uh, doing something that I do currently, for example, but in a new form that it's better. For example, it's we have more practice in doing it. So it is a form to use our creativity in the life. For example, I always that I do my things in general, I like to think about it before I try I start to do something. I am like this, I think so. But my father, for example, is different. If he see if he can do it with his arms, he will do. Uh, so I try to do one form that is easier. For example,
Not stressful.
yeah,
No stressful.
yeah, but if he sees that it's possible to do with his arms, he don't think a lot for him. That could be easier, for example. He does. He don't have problem with this. We are some different guys. I think it's because I work the form I work at my daily. I think so. I think a lot about this. So solve problems and whatever. I think it helped me for thinking about the things. But yeah, I think it's how I do it in my daily life. I think so.
Yeah, I think your father is look like mine. My father used to think the same way. Norberto, please, your turn. Question two.
Yeah, true. Okay. Creativity means using my imagination to make something new and different. In my day life, I express creativity by solving problems in new ways. I also like to try new recipes and the chicken and work on do you yourself DIY projects at home.
I like because almost of your answer is related to food. I like to
Yeah.
listen you. I hope to eat some food that you prepared to me someday.
Uh-huh.
uh, thank you, Norberto. João,
Thank.
please.
Well, during my day, uh, I I think I could express creativity um, during I handle one problem or when I need to hang out with my family. I think that because uh, I am a systematic man. Then I have I have my routine. I follow my routine exactly step by step. I don't like change. Then I prefer using my creativity in one thing out my routine. That I don't like surprise. Like that. Only that, okay? Thank you, man.
Okay. Well, I like of a little bit surprise. Depend of surprise, you know. Depend. Of course. Well, for example, I had a task these days that the users asked to uh, the always they select to context better. I work in a project in a banking project, you know, and after users logged in this one, they have to select a branch or company to get it is data, you know. So currently, for example, if some user is in a specific screen like customers one and select another customer, the system redirected to the same screen after the selection that customer that company or branch, you know. So the task was I had to the redirect uh, to the Lcom screen after the company selection by the users. You know, it was the task. I don't know if you could understand me. And of course, in using React, we have a lot of different ways to do that. But I decided to study deeply the architecture of this project and try to make a single change. And I've discovered, and I had to change only if conditional to achieve that, maintain the current behavior, the current system behavior, you know? So I use my creativity to and my knowledge, of course, to achieve the same result with a simple way, you know. And of course, my system have testing, unity and integration testing. So I need to pay attention with this to not to avoid to broken these tests, you know. And yeah, it was as example that in my opinion, we use creativity during our entire day. But the most of time we don't realize that, you know. But when we have to interact with other teammates, for example, or with our family, I have a lot of examples to bring here, but because the time, I'm going to stop now, and I think that's it. Okay, question number 3. Yeah, it's my turn. Uh, how can creativity be nurtured in children, and why is it important for their development? Well, for me, children are the most creativity species in the world. You know, they are honest at the same time, so creative. So for me, children are a good example to follow because children don't use to have fear about to say anything or express themselves, you know. I try to keep this creativity. For example, my stepson loves to draw, you know. He likes a lot to draw of things related animes because he likes a lot of animes, and I used to stimulate him to continue to draw. For example, I used to evaluate his drawings. Oh, my son, it's cute, it's beautiful. But I have a suggestion to you, and I create a a suggestion just to stimulate this creativity this creativity in his. And about my children the same way, you know. And yeah, in summary, that's it about me. And for you, Norberto.
So about question number three,
Yeah.
creativity can be nurtured in children by giving them time to play and explore. We can also encourage them to ask questions and think of different solutions. It is important for their development because it helps them learn to solve problems and express themselves.
Yeah. And when they grew up, they can use this creativity to solve life's problem, I would say.
Yeah,
Thank you, Norberto. And for you, João?
I think about Norberto told to us. Interesting because I will agree to him, but I will add one thing. Creativity. Um, uh, it's possibility to face daily challenge uh, with different point of view. We need sometimes or always depends on the situation, the problem, the okay, the anythings. Uh, uh, we need to change our point of view, or we need to change mindset. Okay, but recently I live at that during one process in store, okay, in here in my city. The woman has a problem. I will suggest uh, uh, do a different thing.
Okay.
The woman like a lot because he solve your problem. I told to her, ah, sometimes we need to change our point of view. Ah, the woman rig
Yeah.
to me, yes. Then okay, he's a good. Then I will add only that about your Norbert told, because yes, we need. Oh, you say before, yes, said before. Well, like that, we need to use creativity always to in our life. I think that. Thank you.
Welcome. Yeah, I agree with you. Sometimes if you have a different point of view, we can solve a problem that we couldn't see any answer to that. So uh, it's a creative way to solve a real problem, for sure. And for you,
Think
Gil?
like a term. Think out box.
Yeah. Think out
Out
of
of
box.
box. Yes, out
Yeah,
of
yeah,
box.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you, João. And for you, Gama.
I think exercise the children's creativity are important, but uh, like you said, they are already creative a lot,
Nature.
but
Yeah.
there are forms to improve it. I think so. It's important, and for they maintain it in how while they are go open for they using it when they become a teenager, adult, because it's important to have creativity. I have some friends that it's a lot creativity it's important because they have a lot of so different form to solve the same problem and the increase the things and do something better. So I
Yeah.
think creativity is important. So it's important develop it more in childhood and whatever. But yeah, they already are uh, a lot creativity, but it's important to work to improve it. I think it's important.
Yeah, my role as responsible of my children, in my opinion, is to try to maintain this creativity, you know, because like in my opinion, children have this ability with naturally way than adult ones, you know. So because that I try to maintain, just to maintain that. Okay, thank you, Gama. Norberto, could you read and answer the question number 4 for us, please?
Okay. Question number 4. Should school prioritize creativity as much as traditional subjects like math and science? Yes, schools should prioritize creativity as much as math and science. Creativity helps the students think critically and solve problems. It also makes learning more fun and interesting, which can help students stay engaged.
Like us, the way that we practice English is a creative way to do that. Every single
Yeah,
day that we are here is that way. So
yeah.
great, great. I like of your answer, Norberto. And for you, João, you're muted.
Well,
Yeah,
can you hear
it's
me now?
working.
Yes.
Perfect,
Yeah, my
perfect.
computer uh, give it. Well,
No
uh,
worries.
complicated my computer. Yeah, that today. Yeah.
Chuchi, Chuchi, remember a lot of
Tilt,
things.
yeah, fliperama, like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah. Oh,
Fliperama,
oh, you
Nintendinho.
are old, man. You are old.
Yeah.
Nintendinho.
Long time ago.
Alberto as well.
Yeah.
Alberto as well.
La- yeah.
Well, grandma only flow.
No, I got.
Yeah.
No, I got for Gama
You
play
know,
for
okay,
sure.
man. Okay. Well, about that question exactly, I think math very important to creativity because to me, okay, the math logic very important to produce creativity because all things in universe has a math. Then
Yeah.
when you stimulate solve the math problem, you solve the people learn think, then you can stimulate it. To me, the school can use it math or problem math to produce new different way to resolve problem, then stimulated the creator stimulated our creativity to resolve the problem like that. Math to me is a good way, but okay, has a different topics in our subject in school. Yes, we think about not good to stimulate or increase the creativity. Okay, but math to me, science. Depends on, but math, I think
It's important.
right to produce or increase creativity in children. Okay, like that. Thank you, man.
Yeah, I think I got you. I think you said that creativity is important, but math is important as well. I could understand you well, John. That's it. Both of them are the same priority
Yeah,
in your
yes,
opinion.
yes, yeah, like that. Yes, yes,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay,
It's a good like that.
okay.
Good summarize. Yes, man.
Yeah, I was just repeating to see if I could understand you. Okay, Gama, what do you think about question 4?
I I don't know, but uh, when you say prioritize, oh, it's a strong word, I think so. But I could say that it's important in the uh how we said the previous question. When we are just a kid, it is more important, I think, when we are a teenager or an adult. So to have it in practice all the time, it's important because we stimulate our mind to do something new and to think out of the box. And yeah, creativity are important and it stimulates us to do new things, thinking about new solutions,
Yeah.
thinking about do one thing new with a new form. Uh, yeah, people, creativity people are a good. I like this kind of people. Uh, yeah, in the stimulated prioritize could be interesting, but I'm not a teacher or
Hmm.
something who work with it. I couldn't say how it could be good uh
Yeah.
relative the another subjects in the school. But I think it's important. I think all school to have some need to do something like this. I don't know how much, but I think it's important.
Yeah, I could understand you, Gama, and of course I agree and respect Norberto and João perspective, but I think close that to you thoughts, Gama. When children, I think it's the most important age to exercise creativity, in my opinion. And at the same time, I think another subjects like science, math, history, something like that, are important at the same way, you know, because for me, it's easy to think that this thing is important uh, in our base knowledgement. And when we growing up during our teenager and adult time period, I think we could focus a little bit more in science subjects than creativity because our base is finished, you know. I think this way uh, and in my opinion, as good relative parents, fathers, brothers, sister, and something like that, it's important to us try to stimulate our dear people, dear person close to us to enhancing their creativity, you know. And after that, we have just to use that it's the way that I think. And oh, I forgot to say in the beginning of this conversation, all subjects that we used to talk about and there weren't right or wrong answers, you know. It's just we have different points of view, different opinions, only that. We don't have to feel fear or something like that to say what we want to say, and we used to respect each all classmates to try to respect different points of view, you know. And yeah, that's it, guys. I think we have time for the final questions. Final question, João, I'd like you read and answer question number 5, please.
Okay, of course. What is the most creative thing you ever done? A, and what inspired you to did? Ah, yes, you to do did. Okay, yes. Well, oh man, oh, oh, I need to think a lot. Well,
Me too. Me too. I don't know
man,
what
man,
to answer.
man. Uh, I don't remember exactly, but I need speech sometimes in meeting, or I need use my creativity and adjust my speech during the moment. I will remember a few moments I live at that. Okay, then I need to change my subject, because I think in the moment, oh, the people will receive my message, one thing, but during the event, I realize different people, then I adjust my speech to that, to exactly the people uh, watching me. Then I used my creativity. Oh, I sprayed. Oh, I doesn't inspire in people. I inspire my mind, my
Yeah,
necessity.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
that, I adjust my moment. Okay, like that. I remember that. Okay, thank you,
Okay, okay.
man.
Thank you too. It's a hard question for sure. I have no idea how to answer because that I select you, Gama, to answer. Good luck for you. Question number 5.
I will say a situation that I have.
Oh,
Uh,
you broke me.
it's bad, I think so. But one day I went to the mall with a girl, and we went by bicycle. And in a part of the mall, there are where we put the bikes. There are in this part there are a chain, and we can go all the path and put the bicycle.
I got
And I thought in my mind, I will stop here, jump the chain, and put my bike faster without needing to round all the path and put the
Oh
bike
my
here.
goodness, I can't believe that.
Okay, and I remember my father, like I said, I think I thought if I stop here, I got my bicycle, and I will put it uh
Another side.
above the
Ah,
chain,
okay.
and pass the
Okay,
another
okay.
side. Okay, so I have done it. Well,
Oh,
I and the girl was with me, just get the chain lift in the
follow
pass.
the common path.
Yeah,
He followed the
no,
common path.
she got the chain, lift it, and pass under it. So he didn't use
Oh my God.
the power of the arms, for example. He thought
Wow.
a form that was easier for doing it. So I thought about doing with my strong because I thought I could lift my bicycle and
Yeah.
go to outside. She didn't. I think she could lift the bicycle, but he thought one way that was easier for doing and don't use a lot of strong, I could say, power.
Oh, both of you were so creative, you know? Oh my goodness. Congrats. Thank you, Gama. And for you, Norbert.
So about question number 5,
Yeah.
one of the most creative things I've ever done was design a small system to control a small business. It was a hair care company called
Oh,
Hair Innovations.
my
Sorry,
God.
Inovações em Cabelo, or
Okay.
Hair Innovations in English. Uh, I was inspired to do it because I want to help the company run more efficiently. This was my first experience developing a system in my spare time. Outside of company, I worked for every day. It was challenging, but very rewarding to see the positive impact, and it really encouraged me to take on a new freelance projects.
Wow, amazing, amazing. Yeah, I think build a system is a creative way to do the things, in my opinion. We are artists, guys. And with this view, guys, unfortunately, the time was over. I love to be with you here today, and just an advice next week. We we are going to talk about overcoming life's challenges, the next Thursday, I hope to see you there. And Friday, take care and have a good weekend.